Students, welcome to the Keystone Virtual College Exploration, University of Delaware session. We're going to wait a minute for all the participants to get in, and I'll go over a few rules of the road. First of all, this is a webinar format, so the panelists cannot see you and your mics have been muted. However, you can communicate with our panelists today from Delaware by using the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. Just type in any questions that you have during the presentation, and they will curate them and answer them when they are finished speaking, or if it's relevant and to what they're saying at the time. Please remember you can sign up for more sessions. PACAC has over 300 sessions in this virtual exploration. And a recording of this session and all the sessions is available on pacac.org/virtual. And with that, I am going to turn it over to John from University of Delaware, who will introduce his crew.
Wow, we're off to a great start. I started talking when I was muted. So good afternoon. My name is John Cogan, and I am one of the admissions counselors at the University of Delaware. I am here along with Lisa Prescott and Scott Grzenda, who are, and we are the three admissions representatives who are going to be reading the applications for the state of Pennsylvania. Scott and Lisa will be in the Q&A section answering questions throughout the presentation, while I get to talk and talk your ear off and show a bunch of different slides all about the University of Delaware. So please do feel free to ask questions throughout the presentation by using that Q&A function. And any questions, any and all questions will be answered either by Lisa and Scott, or they will let me know to answer the question live live during the presentation, depending on the sort of question. So again, my name is John Cogan, and I am very excited to welcome you all here today. So the University of Delaware is a world-class research institution where we believe that big ideas can truly flourish through many different means, whether it's through a wide variety of our research opportunities for our undergraduate students, being able to have mentors with many different faculty and staff, get fantastic internship and job experience throughout the 4 years at the University of Delaware, and really due to the fact that we have such a perfect location for our students. We are housed in Newark, Delaware. For all of you in this great state of Pennsylvania, it is Newark and not Newark. That is a big stickler point, and I do always love to plug that. I am a proud out-of-stater. I am a UD alum and came from the state of Connecticut, so I pronounced it Newark for quite some time until I got told that was not the right way to do it, so I always like warning people early. But Newark is this great little college town that has a fantastic scenery, from really delicious shops and restaurants and in coffee places, and fantastic places to go and get a nice new outfit or a pair of shoes. We have grocery stores, we have a movie theater, there's everything that you can imagine. But also we are located in the mid-Atlantic region of the East Coast. So we are less than 2 hours away from Washington, DC. We are less than an hour away from Baltimore, Wilmington, and Philadelphia, and just over 2 hours away from New York City. With the fact that we have a train station on campus for both Amtrak and SEPTA, which is Philadelphia's mass transit system, as well as a bus station for Megabus, and lots of other ways to get around campus, whether it's through DART, which is Delaware's rapid bus transit system, or having a car. There are lots and lots of ways to be able to access these fantastic cities outside of the town of Newark. For whatever pursuit you may have, whether it's academic, whether it's career, or personal exploration. So we have students who are participating in internship opportunities in Philly and in Wilmington. They're going to all the free museums on the Mall in Washington, D.C., and they're heading up to New York City to go to some Broadway shows, and all of that is very doable and accessible, even for a quick weekend trip. And especially for those internships, we have students who are interning in the morning and taking classes in the afternoon, all very easily, all of which are very easy to do. So really, lots and lots of opportunities are available to our students because of this place that we are in. Really, that location could not be a better spot. You really get the best of all the different worlds, from the fact that the state of Delaware is a small but mighty state, to the fact that we are able to offer opportunities for our students to have connections to careers all across the world. Because UD is a large institution in a very small state, our faculty and staff have connections to all of the major institutions all across the state of Delaware, as well as outside of the state as well. We have professors who live in Philadelphia and live in the state of Maryland that are commuting into Delaware to work. So you have connections all over the place. But for Delaware specifically, we have really great connections to multiple multi-nation corporations in the city of Wilmington, which, by the way, is also home to the most amount of Fortune 500 companies in the entire United States. We have professors who have connections to the state legislator in Dover. We have students who are able to go to White Clay Creek State Park, which is directly connected to our campus. And students are able to find all sorts of internships and jobs and explorational opportunities within this fantastic state. You can really see that this is a powerful place that allows for our students to do a little bit of everything every single day. And within the town of Newark itself, we are really excited about all the opportunities that our students are able to participate in. We have probably one of the most gorgeous college campuses in the entire United States. Of course, as an alum, I am very biased about that opinion, but I do think it is true. We have that stereotypical brick building and white pillar buildings. We have the gorgeous green spaces. We have lots of athletic facilities and spaces that students can make their own. As you can see on with this slide, we have some really fantastic opportunities for our students to really get their hands dirty and get involved within their college experience, so that you're not just learning from a lecture, you're learning in hands-on experiences. From working in our apiary with our entomologists, working with the bees and collecting honey that we will then sell, to being able to participate in our esports arena with our teams that do compete against other schools, to the fact that we have students who are making ice cream every single day of the year from milk that comes directly from the cows on our farm. And now we are even making cheese at U Dairy Creamery. So there are lots and lots and lots of opportunities for our students to really be able to apply what they are learning in the classroom and continue the passions that they have every single day. And so really the power of place is so strong at the University of Delaware, between the state of Delaware itself, where we're located in the region of the United States, and just even on campus. There is so much to do that you never feel like you ever want to go home. You are really able to make the University of Delaware your home for the 4 years you're at in college. And so we do really take pride in the fact that we are a university that really is designed to collaborate, not just with students and faculty within the university, but we are able to collaborate with universities and students and faculty from all across the country. For example, you can see in the image here, our Department of Art Conservation worked with Tungsten University to restore hand-carved dioramas depicting the history of African Americans from the inception of the United States up until the end of the Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation. So this was a historical exhibit that took place at an exhibition in the early 1900s. And over the years, the artifacts had really fallen into disrepair. So Tuskegee University reached out to our Department of Art Conservation, since we are world-renowned in the skill and the capabilities of our faculty and students in this program, to help Tuskegee fix these dioramas back to their former glory. And so they did that. And the great thing about this program was that it was not just our faculty that were involved with this program. We had multiple students from the University of Delaware, as well as students from all across many different universities, including HBCUs, Ivy League universities, and many others, coming in to assist with this process, to learn about the process of art restoration. And really, that is a fantastic opportunity for our students to really be able to apply what they're learning in the classroom and be able to show on their resume and on their applications for jobs after they graduate that they were able to do this hands-on opportunities. And really, that is true across every single major, across every single college at the University of Delaware. We really strive for our students to have experiential learning opportunities that enhance your college education, because really the best way that you are going to learn is from applying the materials that you have been taught in real-world experiences. The great thing about the University of Delaware is that we have a really strong connection between our students and faculty in general, with the fact that we have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 60% of our courses are taught with 25 students or less. You really are able to feel like there is a connection between you and the faculty. You get to know your professors on a first name basis. Your professors get to know you very quickly. The bad news to that is if you're someone who wanted to skip out on classes, that's not going to happen here. The good news is you really get those connections. And when you're looking to get recommenders for jobs later on, or for continuing education beyond beyond your bachelor's degree, there are lots and lots of professors that you're going to have had connections to that you really can feel like are a great resource and a great access point for those references. Now, we have over 150 different majors at the University of Delaware, and we recognize that is an overwhelming number. And so the great thing is we created this major finder website that allows for you to go through from everything from keyword searches, searching by college, and searching by subject to figure out the types of programs that we have available to you. So that's a really great way for you to figure out what you're interested in. So for example, the Alfred Lerner College of Business offers 17 majors that have to do with business and economics. But we have about 44 different majors that are business-focused curriculum. So that can be all the programs within the College of Business, but also programs that are housed within our College of Arts and Sciences, our College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, a College of Earth, Ocean, and Environment. They all have programs that touch upon business in very specific ways or in very broad ways. And so we really want to have this as an opportunity for students to expand their horizons and find the field that actually is what they want to do. Because on average, across the entire United States, students will change their majors 2 to 3 times over the course of 4 years. So by us offering the opportunity for students to look at the majors that we have available and really learn about them in detail before you even start at the university, you will hopefully be able to find the field that you want to go into and not have to worry about changing your major a semester, 2 semesters, 2 years into your curriculum. If you were like me, as I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life when I was applying to colleges, we have a fantastic undeclared program called University Studies. This is a program that is housed outside of all colleges and schools within the University of Delaware. That way, all the advisors that work in this program are full-time advising students for this program. So you are able to go to them on any day, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and interact with these different advisors to learn more about the programs that are available and really have them guide you through the steps of figuring out what is going to be the right fit. You can work with them on different curriculums and figure out, all right, so I know I want to do an environmental focused curriculum, but I don't know, do I want to do a more science focused? Do I want to do a more studies focused? Do I want a more humanities based? Do I want to do policy based? And so they can talk with you all about these steps and really guide you on the path that is going to help you figure out what major is the right one for you. So definitely utilize this major finder website as a fantastic resource to figure out what exactly you want to do with your life. So if you wanted to find out more about the major finder, you can very easily go to udel.edu/major finder. There's no spaces in that. And when you pull that up, it's going to bring you over to that list and you'll be able to see all the different opportunities we have available to our students. On the major finder itself, it will have a synopsis of the major. It will provide sample curriculums. It will tell you the different opportunities that you can participate in to connect you with the experience that you're participating in with that major. And then also the careers and additional degrees that our students often will go into based on that curriculum. Speaking of careers, we have a fantastic outcomes website that tells you everything you need to know about what our students are doing post-graduation. All students are asked to complete a survey 6 months after they graduate to tell us what exactly they're doing, whether that's they're employed, whether that's they are continuing their education with another degree, whether that's they're looking for a job or looking for a college to go to, whether that's they're not looking right now because they're taking a gap year. We get to collect all that information, and then we use our outcomes page, which you simply can go to udel.edu/outcomes. And that will provide you information about what exactly is going on with our students every single year. We've been collecting this data since 2015, and you're able to break it down by year, by degree, by major, and by college. So it's a really great opportunity for prospective students to really see the success of our students post-graduation. On this website, you will be able to see that on average, 95% of our students are either employed or they are continuing their education within 6 months of graduation. And even within certain majors and colleges, that number is even higher. I'm very excited every time I talk about this website and look at my graduating year. The College of Earth, Ocean, and Environment is actually at 97%. So we are really seeing that our students are finding jobs or finding degrees to go into post-graduation, and they're being very successful in getting those programs very quickly. So definitely check that out. And it's a really great way to feel confident that what you're going to do at the university is going to be worth the financial cost that you're going to be spending to attend a university out of state. Now, of course, your bachelor's degree is, of course, the most important thing when it comes to a college experience, because the whole point of going to college is to graduate with a degree that is going to get you a job. But at the same time, we want you to enrich your undergraduate experience at the University of Delaware through many different forms and means. One of the most popular programs that students will apply to enrich their college experience while still in high school is our UD Honors College. This is open to every single major at the university and to students all across the country and the globe. The really great thing about this program is that you will all live together in the same residence hall your first year on campus, which means you're automatically meeting people from all around the country, all around the world, with interests different than your own. And so that really allows for this intermingling and connection, and really allows for you to feel like you can find different curriculums that you had never thought about before and still get that really great college experience. It is an opportunity to also enrich your educational experience by being able to receive special honors financial awards for travel and research purposes. They offer special honors courses that are only for honors students, and they also offer special honors sections which offer smaller class sizes. And so this is a really great way for you to really feel like you can dive deeper and push yourself a little bit harder to find those passions, find those interests that really will enhance your college experience. You will be able to apply for the Honors College as a senior in high school. Once you submit your official UD application, you will receive access to what's called your My Blue Hen Home. On that My Blue Hen Home portal, you will find the honors application. There is a short essay that you will need to complete, as well as a couple additional questions, and the Honors College will review that and consider you for admissions. The reason we have that application is to really ensure that the people who are in the Honors College are really interested in being in the Honors College for all the purposes that have to do with it, rather than just graduating with an honors degree. So really, this is a great opportunity to connect with people who have similar passions to you, but also have interests all across the spectrum of what the university has to offer. Another really great way to participate in opportunities that have to do with your passions is through our Scholars and Fellows program. This is an opportunity for students to continue passions and interests that they have, but mainly focus on it in an extracurricular format. So this is really an opportunity for students to gain new skills or continue the interests that you have without having to take on another major, without having to take on another minor. You're only taking 1 or 2 classes maximum. Most of the experiences outside of the classroom through experiences of, as you can see in this picture, community engagement, where they're working with community service programs and really connecting with the University of Delaware and Newark community to enhance everyone's experience, to the fact that we have a cybersecurity program, which is more academic focused. And that's a program that really allows students to dive deep into the field of cybersecurity and learn all about safety on the internet, computer safety, and how it all works in the 21st century. The great thing about these programs is that for 5 out of the 6 Scholars and Fellows programs, they're open to every single major at the university. So you can be a biology student in our climate scholars major. You can be a political science major in our cybersecurity scholars program. You can be an engineer in our engagement scholar, community engagement scholars program. Sorry for that. Pause for a second. That's Thursday afternoon for you. But really, the great thing about this is you're meeting people, just like the Honors College, you're meeting people from all across the university and all across the country and the world who are interested in similar subjects to you. This is a program that you will apply to once you have been admitted to the university. So you will hear much more about this after you've been admitted and once we start talking more about the post-admissions process and coming to the university. Another great enrichment opportunity is the opportunity to study abroad. Of course, COVID-19 has completely changed the way that study abroad exists these days, simply because with a global pandemic, it is not really logistically possible or healthy or safe to necessarily travel abroad. So the University of Delaware and the Institute of Global Studies is really working together to figure out ways to provide virtual opportunities, whether it's going and sitting in on panels, watching video presentations, and all sorts of different opportunities to participate in a global experience, even if you're sitting in your bed on your laptop in the comfort of your own home. In a traditional year, though, we have study abroad programs that are available in over 40 different countries all throughout the year. There are over 100 different programs that run every single year. We have programs that are semester-long programs in the fall and spring. We offer a special extended winter J-term, basically. We call it winter session. It's a 5-week period of time where students are able to take courses. It's very popular for our study abroad program. I actually was able to study abroad during our winter session. I went to Costa Rica as part of my Spanish minor, and it was a really great opportunity because it really enhanced my understanding of the Spanish language. So really, study abroad is a fantastic opportunity for our students to really be able to add another layer to your college experience. You are able to study abroad as early as your first year, as we offer special freshman-friendly study abroad programs that you can apply to as early as your first couple weeks on campus. Now, if study abroad is really something you're passionate about and you want a much more structured curriculum that allows for you to study abroad multiple times over the course of 4 years, I highly recommend looking into our World Scholars Program. You will spend your first semester in Greece, Italy, New Zealand, or Spain as a study abroad program, you will be at one of our sister institutions in those countries and learn UD approved curriculum. You will then come back to the University of Delaware for the other half of your first year on campus, all of your sophomore year, and then you will study again to the destination of your choice this time in your junior year. In your senior year, you culminate that whole experience in a spring senior symposium, which is all about talking and presenting on your experience as a world scholar, as a global citizen, and how your college experience has really enhanced your education. The amazing thing about this World Scholars Program is that we now have students who are involved with international business. We have students who are in the Peace Corps and U.S. Foreign Services. We have students who have become Fulbright scholars. And it's all possible because of the amazing opportunities that they had during their World Scholars experience. Similar to the Scholars and Fellows program, World Scholars will be a program that you apply to after you have been admitted to the University of Delaware. Now, if all of that sounds super exciting, if all of that's exactly what you want in a college, then it sounds like you're probably ready to apply. If you are a first year student, so you are a senior in high school applying to come into the University of Delaware as a freshman, you will use the common application or the coalition application to submit your application. You will complete the required essay that is on that application. You can choose whichever topic you want from the prompts that they provide you. We'd love to read them. We'd love to learn about it, learn about you. From those essays, because it really provides that additional layer of finding out who you are as a person. The other big thing that you need to remember about this is that we do have very specific deadlines that we'll get to in just a minute. So you really do need to make sure that you especially submit the Common App or the Coalition App before that deadline to ensure that everything can be complete and ready by our deadlines. Once you submit those applications, you will then receive access to your My Blue Hen home. That is your one-stop shop portal for everything related to the University of Delaware during the admissions process. That is where you are going to link your self-reported academic record, which is basically the location where we're going to review your high school grades. So instead of using a transcript, we use the SRAR. That is also where you are going to be able to provide your self-reported SAT scores. Or if you're choosing to go test optional, if you are a senior, which we will get to in just a minute, the supplemental essay questions will be submitted on the My Blue Hen home. Your honors college application will be submitted on the My Blue Hen home. If you have a portfolio, a interview, or a audition for some of our arts programs, that will be on your My Blue Hen home. And then the last thing that is required is a letter of recommendation from a school counselor. A school counselor can also submit their secondary school report in lieu of a letter of recommendation. Students are able to also submit additional letters of recommendations. It is not required, but it is more than welcome. And your additional letters of recommendation do not necessarily have to be from an academic staff member. It can be a coach, it can be a supervisor at a job or a research opportunity or an internship or a volunteering position. It can be a religious leader that you have interacted with maybe through a youth group. Possibilities are endless. As long as they are more in a professional manner. As much as I love to read a letter of recommendation from a parent or an uncle, we do really recommend and stress that if you're going to provide additional letters of recommendation, they should be from people that you have worked with professionally, academically, or athletically. And so really, this is a big piece of information here. So just make sure you complete all of the information that we're requiring. And if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us. admissions@udel.edu is going to be the easiest way to contact us, or you can reach out to us by heading to your Meet Your Counselor page on our website and find the admissions representative for you. So as an admissions representative, really the whole goal of this application is that we are reviewing you in a holistic light. So we are taking everything into account and really utilizing it to make a good decision about how holistically you are going to fit into the university. Do you have good academic fit? Do you have good social fit? How all of that works is super important when it comes to the application process. And do also know, again, If you are applying this fall to come in as a freshman in fall of 2021, you are more than welcome to apply test optional. We are truly test optional in the sense that if you apply test optional, you will not be penalized when it comes to merit scholarship considerations, and it will not penalize you in the admissions review process. So really take the time to think about what is going to be the right fit for you. And we do also want to plug, if you have not been able to take a standardized test yet, do not feel like you need to go out and take one in order to be successful at the University of Delaware. We really don't want you to have to possibly catch COVID-19 in order to take a standardized test. So definitely, if you haven't had the chance to take an exam, feel free to apply test optional and not have to stress about getting those test scores in. So again, the test optional supplemental essays are found on our application website. It will also be found on your My Blue Hen home on the test optional form. So on that form, the questions will be there, and that will also be the location where you submit the essay questions. Each of them are 250 words maximum, so it's really more about you talking about answering the question and making it really personable about you and tying it to the University of Delaware. Because these are essay questions that are only coming to us. It's not like the Common App Coalition application essay that goes to all the universities that you apply to. Now, when it comes to applying, there are some big dates to remember. And they're so big that we're going to cover it twice because they're so important. First of all, our application will open on August 1st. So for our seniors, the application is already open. Feel free to submit it whenever you're ready. For anyone who is not a senior, our timeline remains very similar year to year, just the years change. So if you're a junior, you can pretend it says August 2021 and January 2022. And then down the list, it continues that way. So definitely take the time to look at our application, look at what we're requiring. It's generally similar every single year. On October 1st, FAFSA opens up, which is the free application for financial aid for students. And so this is going to be a federal government website that you will complete a form to and submit to all the universities that you are attending. This will provide need-based financial aid in the form of scholarships and grants, in the form of work study, in the form of loans, and in the form of whatever other format of financial contribution that the university may consider. If you are not interested in receiving need-based aid, you are not required to submit that form, but it is always recommended because you never know what you might get. When it comes to deadlines, though, November 1st is our first big deadline. November 1st is going to be our early action deadline, and this is an opportunity for students to receive a non-binding decision and hear back from us no later than January 31st. We do release decisions on a rolling basis, and we will start releasing decisions towards the end of November. So really, there are lots of ways that you can apply. November 1st is a great one. If you're very confident with your grades, if you're done with your application and you just want to get it done, submit it, and then you don't have to worry about getting it in at a later point. The key thing with our November 1st deadline is that you must get the Common App or Coalition app in before the end of day on November 1st. You will have 2 additional weeks after November 1st for some wiggle room time to complete any supplemental material that is required from the university, but your Common App and Coalition app must come in by November 1st in order to be considered for early action. If you submit your application after November 1st, you will then be considered for our regular admission priority deadline, which is January 15th. Any application submitted before January 15th is going to be considered for merit scholarship considerations, as well as for their first choice and second choice major. Any application that is submitted after January 15th does not receive that guarantee. We will try to do what we can, but we cannot guarantee that there will be enough space left within certain majors and programs, and we cannot guarantee what the scholarship considerations will be. But there are 2 great application deadlines for you to choose from, and you will be able to hear back from the university either by January 31st for early action or by March 31st for our regular admission priority decision. So again, I do want to stress those deadlines for you because they are really important to remember. November 1st is the deadline for early action for our UD application. And then also, if you're applying to UD Early Action, you will be able to apply for the Honors College, either Early Action, their deadline is also November 1st, or you can choose to apply for the regular admission deadline of January 15th. For Early Action applicants, you will hear back from us again no later than January 31st, and you will hear back from the Honors College no later than February 15th if you applied Early Action. If you applied, if you decide to apply for our regular admission priority deadline, the deadline for that is January 15th for both the UD admissions and for the Honors College application. By mid-March, you should be hearing back from us about the University of Delaware's decision for your college of for your major of choice. You will hear back from the Honors College no later than April 1st. Our goal is also to be able to provide you with merit scholarship and need-based aid, financial aid packages at the time of your decision release. For those, if we cannot get it out at the same time, we will try to get it out as soon as we can after that point. So definitely make sure to keep on checking your My Blue Hen Home portal for updates to your application decision. You will also receive email information about that as well. If you have submitted your common application and after 48 hours, you still haven't received an email about your My Blue Hen Home, please reach out to admissions@udel.edu or reach out to your admissions counselor, because that means there's probably something wrong with the email address that you provided, either because our email was either sent to spam, it was blocked, or it bounced, or the email that you typed in was slightly incorrect and didn't go to you. So definitely make sure to submit to check your emails for all the information, because we want to make sure that you're getting your application in on time. When it comes to applying, we do recognize that it is an investment when it comes to coming to a university, especially if you are a student in the state of Pennsylvania trying to come to the University of Delaware in another state. But I do want to stress again, 95% of our students in 2019, 2018, and most other years before that, or higher, were either employed or pursuing further education within 6 months of graduating. And we really have received a lot of awards and rankings that signify that we are truly a university that is able to provide opportunities for students that directly translates to success post-graduation. So definitely take the time to look into all of our information when it comes to applying, when it comes to making a decision, when it comes to the outcomes, to really determine why this is a good financial fit. We also have a financing degree page that really goes into detail about all the aspects from merit scholarships, tuition rates, need-based aid, and our net price calculator to really be able to see an estimated cost of what you're going to be spending at the University of Delaware. So I just threw a whole lot of information out at you all. I hope that it's very informative and very helpful. Definitely take the time to process all the information. And as mentioned, this video will be on the PACAC website after this presentation is done. So if you ever want to go back and listen to what I had to say, if you missed something that you want to hear again, please feel free to utilize that as a resource. Myself, Lisa, and Scott are all here as admissions representatives for the state of Pennsylvania, because we want to be able to support and guide you through this process to ensure that you have the best experience possible. I can say as a recent graduate that this was really a fantastic opportunity for our student, for me to really be excited about the prospects of post-graduation and really participate in a lot of different opportunities on campus, from being in student life and registered student organizations to working within the Office of Admissions, working at U-Dairy Creamery, working for the student centers. There's a lot that there is able to be offered at the University of Delaware. So definitely take the time to look at everything we have available to you. So if all this sounds like something that you want to do, you can head over to udel.edu/apply today and find out all the different ways you can apply and see all the different requirements that we have, all of which I've covered during this presentation. But definitely check out that website. There's a lot more information that I can not be able to cover in a 45-minute period of time. So definitely reach out to us, rewatch this video, go to the website, learn more about everything at the university. So when it comes to reaching out to us, there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can reach out to us via admissions@udel.edu. You can reach out to us by going to the Meet Your Counselor website on our admissions page. If you just Google search UDel Meet Your Counselor, it will come up with the map. If you click on the fantastic state of Pennsylvania, my name, Lisa's name, and Scott's name are all going to pop up there, and you're going to be able to click on our name to send us an email, or you can schedule a one-on-one virtual visit with us to talk about any topic of your choosing, whether you want to talk more about the admissions process, whether you want to talk more about student life and being a UD student, whether you have a question about the self-reported academic record or the test optional program that we're offering. Everything is at your fingertips. Everything is available to you. And we are all super friendly and we want to answer your questions. The reason we all are considered counselors is that we are here to counsel and guide you through this process to ensure that you have the best results possible. So again, thank you all for coming out today. I know we've been getting some questions in the Q&A section throughout this presentation. So please continue asking questions. We've still got about 4 more minutes left if there are any additional questions that people have. So please take this time, ask us questions. Otherwise, please feel free to reach out to us at admissions@udel.edu or by heading over to the Meet Your Counselor page to reach out to your specific admissions representative. Thank you all for coming out to this presentation today. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was informative. And I hope that it was really a useful experience. Go Blue Hens, and I hope to be able to see you on campus in the future.
Thank you, John. That was very informative. We still have a few minutes for questions if anyone would like to type any into the Q&A. But while you're typing, I would remind students that there'll be a quick survey when they exit, and to sign up for more sessions at, excuse me, at www.pacac.org/virtual. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for all the information. We may have a question. We have, are there any opportunities for scholarships?
I did it again, I'm muted. Yes, so all students are automatically considered for merit scholarships, no matter if you are in-state, out-of-state, or international, as long as you apply before that January 15th deadline. So definitely make sure to apply so that you can automatically be considered for merit scholarships. For seniors who are applying to come in for fall 2021, please know that if you decide to apply test optional, that will not prevent you from being able to receive merit scholarship packet, a merit scholarship package. If you're interested in need-based aid, please make sure to fill out the FAFSA application before that that January 15th priority deadline in order to ensure that you will receive a full need-based scholarship package and need-based aid package as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And this concludes our webinar with the University of Delaware. Bye, everyone. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, everyone.